A long time ago, there was a merchant named John. He lived in a town and was very rich. But unfortunately, he fell on hard times. His business failed, thieves robbed his house, and he had to sell his home to pay off his debts. John was in deep trouble, but he knew he had to do something to improve his situation. He thought, I must go to another town and start a new business. Maybe God will help me, and I will become successful again. Before leaving, John went to his old friend, Robert, who also lived in the same town. Robert was not an honest man, but John trusted him. John told Robert about his situation and his plan to leave the town. Hearing this, Robert pretended to be sympathetic and said, "Dear friend, I feel sorry for you. How can I help?" John replied, "Brother, I have an iron bar that will never rust. I want to keep it with you in exchange for $100. When I return, I will repay the money and take back my iron bar." Robert quickly agreed and gave John $100. He took the iron bar and promised to keep it safe. John thanked him and left for another town. With the $100, he started a small business. Luck was on his side, and in a few months, his business grew. Soon, he became rich again. John returned to his hometown, bought a new house, and restarted his old business. Before long, he regained his respect and success. One day, John went to Robert's house. Robert welcomed him warmly, and they talked for a while. Then, John said, "My friend, here are your $100. Now, I would like my iron bar back." Robert put on a sad face and said, "Brother, I am ashamed to tell you this, but your iron bar was in a box, and somehow a rat got inside and ate the whole bar." John immediately knew that Robert was lying. He realized that his friend did not want to return the bar, but he did not argue. Instead, he smiled and said, "Oh my friend, why are you so sad? It's not your fault. Nothing lasts forever. Let's not worry about it." Then, John stood up to leave but suddenly said, "Oh, I almost forgot. I brought a valuable gift for you. It's at my house. Would you send your son to collect it?" Robert, thinking that John had believed his lie, was happy. He also wanted to see what the gift was, so he sent his son, William, with John. When they reached John's house, he took William into the basement and locked him inside. Evening came, and William did not return home. Robert became worried and rushed to John's house. "Friend, where is my son? He hasn't come home." Robert asked anxiously. John replied, "I am so sorry, my friend. I have bad news for you." Robert panicked and asked, "What bad news? Tell me quickly." John calmly said, "When we were coming from your house, a huge bird suddenly swooped down and carried your son away in its claws." Robert became furious. "That is a lie. How can a bird carry away a boy?" he shouted. A heated argument began between them, and soon, a crowd gathered. People tried to settle the dispute, but no one could find a solution. So, they took the matter to the town's chief. Robert told the chief, "Sir, this man has kidnapped my son. Please help me get him back." The chief turned to John and asked, "Is this true?" John replied, "Sir, how could I kidnap his son? A big bird took him away. What could I do?" The chief frowned and said, "You are lying. But why? Tell me the whole truth." John then explained everything. "Sir, you are a fair judge. If a rat can eat an entire iron bar, why can't a bird carry away a boy?" Hearing this, the chief turned to Robert and said, "Robert, if you want your son back, return the iron bar to John." Moral: always be honest. Subscribe and comment for more videos.